What's going on, everyone? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for another post-game review. This time, the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Los Angeles Kings for November 5th, 2019, and it was a 3-1 victory for your Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This game was quite boring for the longest time. Now, this needed to be a statement game for the Leafs, but the LA Kings came out and actually played a pretty decent defensive style of game. Now, the reason why I say that is because the Leafs weren't really getting a ton of scoring chances, and when they were, they weren't exactly, dangerous scoring chances. Now, of course, at the end there, the Leafs picked it up a little bit and scored a couple quick ones, but we're going to get into everything. So, I'd also like to give credit to Jonathan Quick. He made a couple really nice saves. So, let's look at all the numbers that we need to look at. So, first of all, the score 3-1, like I said. Shots on goal, the Kings shot the Leafs 25-23. That can't happen. The Kings don't exactly have the firepower that they used to, and the Leafs need to get some more shots on goal, especially against a goalie like Jonathan Quick, who, although he was good tonight, hasn't exactly been great this season. So you kind of got to get more shots on goal. Face-offs, the Leafs won 31-23. Giveaways, the Leafs had 13, the Kings had 8. So again, the Leafs got to work on those giveaways, way too many. In terms of block shots, the Kings had 16, the Leafs had 12, so both teams getting in front of the puck, which is nice. Now, hits. A lot of people complain about the Leafs not being able to hit. Jeff Carter had a big one on Kerfoot. It was a clean hit. Guys, Kerfoot's a smaller guy, Carter's a big guy. You can't tell me the Leafs had to respond to that hit. I mean, Kerfoot even said, whatever. He just got up and whatever. That's it. He had to go get checked out, and apparently his jaw hurt a little bit. But with a clean hit like that, you don't always have to go and start instigating stuff. But the Leafs out-hit the Kings 25-24, so they actually did get some good hits in there, so good for them. A lot of people say they don't hit. Well, clearly they do. Penalty minutes, the Kings had 8, the Leafs had 6. Again, the Leafs took too many penalties tonight. I don't care. They shouldn't even be taking 3. Just take one penalty a game. Try to get it down, man. You guys take way too many penalties. And this wouldn't matter as much if the Leafs, weren't so brutal lately with taking penalties. The Kings, with the 8 penalty minutes, the Leafs didn't really capitalize too much on that. In terms of takeaways, the Leafs they had as many takeaways as they had giveaways, but still, you got to lower that giveaway number and just hope that you can get a bunch of takeaways. That's the goal. The Kings had 7 takeaways, so it kind of matched up a little bit with the giveaways, except one less takeaway for the Kings, so that's obviously not good. The power play, like I said, the Leafs were 0 for 4, the Kings were 1 for 3, so the Leafs power play continues to be brutal. They can never get anything set up. I know that they've had a couple different formations and they're working on it, and players have been injured. To me, that doesn't matter. When you have a bunch of guys that can score like that, you got to capitalize. Now, in terms of the goals, so there was no scoring in the first period. There was a couple chances, but nothing too crazy. Iafallo, I believe that's how you say his name. He scored the first of the game, his third of the season for the Kings, assisted by Kopitar and Brown. That one was just a nothing. It was all over the place. Puck was bouncing, and then they shot it off the boards, and he tapped it in. So nothing too crazy there, but a goal to give the Kings the lead. Then Kerfoot on the breakaway, he was about to draw a penalty, and he just roofed it top corner for his 5th of the season. He's actually put up some goals. People seem to overlook that, but Kerfoot has actually scored a couple nice ones, and he's got 5 on the season. That was unassisted. Then the game kind of just, like I said, there was not a ton of stuff going on here. And then Willie and Austin got passing back and forth. Janssen got into the action, and Janssen and Nylander assisted on Matthews' 12th of the season. He continues to score. They need to do more of that. That line needs to keep going. They looked good for the 30 seconds there, the two goals back to back, because then Nylander scored his 4th of the season, assisted by Matthews and Justin Hall, who I thought Justin Hall and Dermott played awesome tonight. Both those guys were incredible to me. But Nylander, according to Sportsnet, was the first star with 2 points. He had a pretty decent game in 16 minutes of ice time. Kerfoot was the second star with a goal with 12 minutes of ice time. And Iafallo, could be saying that incorrectly. I know who he is, obviously, but I always mispronounce names. But he had 17 minutes of ice time, and he was the third star with a goal. So yeah, good for the Leafs getting a victory. They need to keep these wins going. Freddie Anderson was pretty solid when he needed to be, although there wasn't a ton of shots on goal. Again, 24 saves for Freddie. Like I said, good game. and the Leafs get a victory. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this post-game review. Make sure to check out all my other videos. People were complaining that I talk too much about the Leafs, so I've posted a couple brief videos over the past couple days that regards all NHL teams. But I've posted a ton over time in regards to other teams, and they don't get watched. So please go and watch those videos if you want. And it looks like Michael Jordan's got the two hands sticking out of my head right here, but it's a Wings poster. Michael Jordan, the GOAT of basketball, alongside LeBron James, of course, both those guys. But anyways, not about basketball here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Peace.